Hey, Celtics Nation. We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Boston Celtics. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll always stay up to date and never miss out on any exclusive news. The basketball world woke up to a shockwave of excitement this morning as news broke that FRANZ Wagner, the German sensation who dominated the last EuroBasket, has officially signed with the Boston Celtics. The young forward, known for his smooth versatility and elite feel for the game, is stepping into one of the most storied franchises in NBA history. This move isn't just another off-season transaction, it's a statement. Wagner, fresh off a golden campaign with Germany, is bringing not just numbers but an aura of confidence and maturity beyond his years. The Celtics, who have been hunting for that final piece to solidify their championship window, seem to believe they've found it. Boston fans, never shy about setting high expectations, are already flooding social media with green hearts and the hashtag #WagnerEra. What's most fascinating is how this signing feels like a perfect marriage of style and substance. Wagner's controlled aggression fits beautifully into Boston's defensive discipline and offensive creativity. It's a signing that could very well reshape the balance of power in the Eastern Conference and maybe, just maybe, deliver another banner to the rafters of TD Garden. When you think about it, the timing couldn't be better. Wagner's rise through the international stage wasn't just about stats. It was about leadership, poise, and presence. During EuroBasket, he didn't just play, he commanded. Every possession seemed to orbit around his decisions, his ability to read defenses, his uncanny knack for being in the right place at the right time. The Celtics, already boasting stars like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, are now adding a player who can bridge gaps between positions, between egos, between systems. It's like adding a stabilizing force without sacrificing firepower. Boston's front office has long admired Wagner's basketball IQ, often referring to him privately as a modern-day glue star. That phrase captures it perfectly. He doesn't need the spotlight to change the outcome of a game. With his signature blend of sharp cuts, secondary playmaking, and defensive versatility, Wagner could become the Celtics' silent engine. The excitement isn't just about how he'll fit. It's about how he'll make others better, how he'll elevate every possession, every rotation, every fast break. Behind the scenes, whispers say that Boston's pursuit of Wagner was months in the making. General manager Brad Stevens, always a fan of smart, adaptable players, reportedly had Wagner at the top of his list even before the EuroBasket explosion. What sealed the deal, insiders suggest, was a series of quiet meetings during the summer, where Wagner expressed a desire to play somewhere with a championship culture. The Celtics checked every box. Boston didn't just pitch money, they pitched legacy. They pitched the weight of the parquet floor, the echoes of legends like Bird and Pierce, the hunger of a city that lives and breathes basketball. For Wagner, still only in his early 20s, that meant everything. He wanted more than numbers. He wanted meaning. And what better place than Boston, where every dribble carries history and every playoff run is a test of heart as much as talent. This wasn't a move made in haste. It was destiny aligning, and both sides knew it. Celtics fans, however, are cautiously optimistic. As good as Wagner is, Boston's history with integrating new stars has been mixed. Chemistry matters here more than anywhere else. But Wagner's personality, low ego, high intensity, might just be the antidote to that concern. Those who've played with him describe a quiet competitor, someone who thrives on making the right play rather than the loud one. His defense, often underrated in highlight reels, could be the secret weapon Boston needs to take down teams like Milwaukee and Philadelphia. He reads offenses like a veteran, rotates instinctively, and can guard multiple positions without flinching. Offensively, his shooting mechanics are clean, his drives are efficient, and his passing vision has improved every year. Combine that with the Celtics' motion offense, and you have a recipe for seamless synergy. Fans are imagining lineups where Wagner, Tatum, and Brown share the floor, a three-headed monster of wings that can switch, shoot, and shred any defensive scheme. It's a chessboard waiting to be played. But make no mistake, this move also changes how opponents view Boston. The Celtics are no longer just a star-driven team. They're a system fortified with versatility and intelligence. Wagner gives them flexibility, allowing the coaching staff to experiment with new rotations and creative small ball looks. Imagine him initiating plays from the elbow, facilitating from the corner, or closing out on shooters with those long, agile arms. He's not the loudest voice in the room, but his presence commands attention. Rival coaches have already started murmuring about how tricky it will be to prepare for this version of the Celtics. A team that once leaned heavily on ISO scoring now has an added layer of fluidity and unpredictability. Wagner's calm demeanor could also serve as a counterbalance to Boston's emotional highs and lows, a steady rhythm in moments of chaos. And in the playoffs, that calm can be priceless. Boston isn't just acquiring talent, they're importing composure. The ripple effect extends beyond the court, too. Merchandise sales spiked within hours of the announcement. Fans in Germany are reportedly buying Celtics jerseys in record numbers, turning this into an international phenomenon. The NBA loves a global story, and Wagner fits that perfectly. A European champion now stepping into America's most historic basketball city. It's the kind of narrative that transcends borders. Sponsors are lining up, media coverage is exploding, and the buzz feels electric. Even veteran players around the league have taken notice, with some privately calling it the smartest signing of the offseason. For Boston, it's more than basketball. It's branding, it's legacy, it's strategy. And for Wagner, it's the beginning of what could be a golden chapter. As one insider put it, Franz isn't just joining the Celtics. He's inheriting their story and maybe writing the next one. If you close your eyes and imagine the future, it's not hard to see it. TD Garden glowing in green and gold, the crowd chanting Wagner's name as he knocks down another clutch jumper. The Celtics, after years of near misses and heartbreaks, might finally have found the missing link. This isn't a player who needs 25 shots a night to impact the game. Wagner changes everything through precision, his cuts, his reads, his timing. He thrives on efficiency, on subtle dominance. That's what makes this move so dangerous for the rest of the league. Opponents won't know where the next threat is coming from. One possession he's spacing the floor, the next he's orchestrating from the post. And defensively, he's a menace. Long arms, quick feet, and an instinctive ability to anticipate passing lanes. Boston's defensive identity, already top tier, might ascend to another level entirely with Wagner in the mix. It's like the Celtics added a conductor to their orchestra, someone who hears the rhythm before anyone else does. But even with all this hype, Wagner himself remains grounded. Friends close to him describe him as humble, analytical, and deeply focused on growth. He's not the kind of player who'll seek headlines. He lets his play do the talking. That's exactly the kind of attitude Boston fans respect. In a city where hard work is currency, Wagner's blue-collar mentality will resonate deeply. Reports say he's already planning to arrive early to training camp, eager to understand the playbook and bond with his new teammates. The whispers from inside the organization hint at a quiet confidence that he'll adapt quickly. It's rare to see a player so young embrace the grind the way he does. He studies film religiously, obsesses over footwork, and constantly asks for feedback. In Boston's system, where accountability is everything, that mindset could turn him from a promising addition into a cornerstone. If he embraces the pressure, the sky truly is the limit. Still, this move is as much about the Celtics' long-term vision as it is about immediate success. Brad Stevens and Joe Mazzulla have been reshaping this roster around flexibility and two-way dominance. They don't want a top-heavy team. They want depth, adaptability, balance. Wagner fits that philosophy perfectly. He can slide between the 3 and 4, initiate offense, and defend guards or bigs depending on the matchup. That kind of versatility is gold in today's NBA. And for the Celtics, who've often struggled when one of their stars sits, Wagner's presence ensures the machine keeps running smoothly. He's not just a luxury, he's insurance. The Celtics now have layers of talent, not just names. They can win ugly or beautiful, fast or slow, inside or outside. That's the hallmark of a true contender. Wagner's signing isn't just a roster move. It's a philosophical statement about where Boston wants to go. The European influence in the NBA has never been stronger, and Wagner's arrival in Boston adds another chapter to that evolution. Players like Jokic, Giannis, and Doncic have redefined what it means to be a superstar, blending skill, patience, and intelligence in ways that feel almost poetic. Wagner comes from that same lineage, a cerebral player who values team rhythm over individual fireworks. That's why his fit in Boston feels almost fated. He won't clash with Tatum or Brown. He'll complement them, amplify them. Picture a fast break where Wagner reads the floor like a chess master, delivering the perfect pass for an open three. Or a defensive possession where his rotation shuts down a drive before it begins. These are the plays that don't always make highlight reels, but win championships. And Boston, a team built on defense and execution, knows how valuable those moments are. With Wagner, they might finally have found their equilibrium, a blend of artistry and grit. It's also worth noting how this changes the locker room dynamic. Wagner brings a calm presence, the kind that can diffuse tension in tough stretches. Teammates describe him as thoughtful, even-keeled, but fiercely competitive when the lights are on. That balance could be crucial in Boston, where expectations often weigh heavy. The Celtics stars have faced criticism in the past for inconsistency and emotional volatility. Wagner's composure could serve as an anchor, a reminder that poise wins games as much as passion does. He's not there to steal the spotlight. He's there to steady it. Behind the scenes, players have already begun reaching out, excited about the potential chemistry. The word complete keeps surfacing in conversations about this roster. With Wagner, the Celtics don't just look stronger, they look whole. And in a league where margins between good and great are razor thin, that sense of completeness could be the ultimate advantage. As the dust settles and the rumors turn into reality, one thing is clear. The Celtics just leveled up. FRANZ Wagner isn't arriving in Boston to be a role player. He's coming to shape an era. His game, built on fundamentals and fueled by quiet intensity, is exactly what this franchise has been missing. The green and white now have a new dimension, a new energy, and perhaps a new future to chase. The storylines are already writing themselves. The European prodigy in the city of champions, the calm and the chaos, the golden bridge between potential and legacy. It's poetic, really. Maybe in a few years, when the lights shine bright and the banners rise again, fans will look back at this signing and say, that was the moment everything changed. Until then, Boston buzzes, the league watches, and Wagner, ever composed, ever focused, gets ready to make the parquet his stage. The future looks golden, and it's painted in Celtic green. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The ongoing speculation has prompted rival franchises to reconsider strategies, with insiders hinting that teams across the Eastern Conference are recalibrating plans in response to Boston's rumored acquisition of Markkanen. Sources suggest that executives and coaches are assessing how his addition might shift power dynamics, influence matchups, and alter playoff seeding projections, indicating that the ripple effect of this potential trade could extend far beyond Boston. Fans and analysts dissect these scenarios endlessly, debating how Markkanen could impact offensive spacing, defensive rotations, and star utilization, while also speculating on the psychological effect of the trade on competitors. Social media is flooded with mock schedules, potential playoff brackets, and imagined highlight reels, demonstrating the degree to which a single unconfirmed move can dominate discourse. Pundits theorize about how rival teams might respond, from adjusting rotations to pursuing alternative acquisitions, highlighting the strategic chess match unfolding behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Celtics enthusiasts revel in the anticipation, creating memes, polls, and discussion threads that amplify every whisper from insiders, creating a feedback loop of rumor, analysis, and speculation. The narrative surrounding Markkanen's potential arrival has become an ecosystem of intrigue, blending performance projections, financial strategy, psychological dynamics, and media amplification, effectively transforming a single trade rumor into a multi-layered saga that engages the entire basketball community, fuels endless conversation, and positions Boston at the center of league-wide attention, capturing imaginations, debates, and emotions across multiple platforms and audiences in a way that few off-season stories ever achieve. As the Markkanen saga continues to unfold, the Celtics fan base has been transformed into a hive of speculation, analysis, and emotional investment, with every rumor interpreted as potential confirmation of a seismic shift in Boston's trajectory. Sources suggest that front office, coaching staff, and players are all engaged in a delicate dance of strategy, timing, and psychology, balancing the tangible benefits of acquiring a high-level shooter with the intangible elements of chemistry, leadership, and expectations. Social media threads, podcasts, and YouTube discussions run continuously, with fans dissecting every possible outcome, theorizing lineups, rotations, and playoff strategies, while also engaging in debates about risk versus reward, draft pick valuation, and long-term competitive windows. Insider whispers hint at ongoing negotiations, multiple contingencies, and strategic leverage points, creating a sense of suspense that rivals even the most dramatic moments in NBA history. Analysts emphasize that Markkanen's integration could affect everything from offensive efficiency to defensive flexibility, requiring careful planning and adaptation. While fans indulge in the excitement of imagining championship scenarios, highlight plays, and pivotal moments that might define the upcoming season, the rumor has evolved into a cultural phenomenon, one that combines statistical analysis, emotional investment, strategic speculation, and social media amplification, making the Celtics' pursuit of Markkanen not just a trade story, but a narrative that captivates audiences, dominates basketball conversation, and exemplifies how a single acquisition rumor can transform an entire offseason into a dynamic spectacle filled with intrigue, debate, and relentless anticipation. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.